Boom. I guess it's back out. What's going on, y'all? It's boy LSCR254. Tuned in for another one. Wednesday morning, hump day shenanigans. Temperature like a cool ass 61. I'm saying cool ass 61 this morning. You might want to grab you a light jacket. I'm trying to get used to it because it's still dark outside, right? So it's like I feel like I'm going live too early or whatnot. So it's kind of crazy. What's up, Dewan? What's up, Dewan? I feel like I'm repeating myself. What's up, Dewan and Dewan? Antonio and Brooks. Like y'all first names is like the same, and then y'all last names could be somebody first and last name. How's it going this morning, fellas? Comb out my little baby beard. Oh, okay. Is it actually Antonio was my middle name? It was like my alias is Antonio. Oh man. Hope everybody doing all right this morning, man. Hump day, we halfway through the week. Halfway through the week. I don't know what I got planned with. Let me check the forecast, man. We are now in that stage where, like, hold on, let me move this camera. I thought I wanted to move it over there for better. Let's see. Trying to see where I'm at. All right, that worked. I guess I have to put it back where it was in the beginning. Like, I tried to switch it up. That shit didn't work. Yeah, let me check the weather. Who is texting me at 7 o'clock in the morning, man? Like, okay, it's a coupon. I'm gonna say, man, y'all real disrespectful texting this early in the morning. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, I'll go live this early, but like actual direct communication. Like, I mean, pretty much like if you know me, you know that I'm going live in the morning, like for at least an hour and a half tops. I'm off today, so I'll probably button up my fuel tank situation. Yeah, that should be pretty straightforward, man. Easy fix right there. Last night, some of you may have noticed that you got comments from me last night because I was late night video watching. Like I told y'all, like with the scheduling and stuff, man, I'll be having a lot of stuff to do, but I still be want to try to make sure I get around and I get a chance to watch everybody's videos and see the progress and stuff, man. So I definitely try to get back around and watch everybody that watch everybody support me, because it's very important to me that I support those who support me. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of y'all and only one of me, but I'm gonna still try to give, get back as much of my time. Like, time don't cost you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Time don't cost you nothing. So the same way that y'all take the time to watch my videos, man, I'm definitely going back and watching y'all's. Um, not just not it's not even out of like requirement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm genuinely interested in what's going on with your bills. You know what I'm saying? Like genuinely interested. Cause a lot of it, we doing G bodies, you know what I'm saying, caprices, C10s, etc., man. So, um, and then like a lot of people, like if somebody tell you that, but hey man, you motivated me to do this, and then like I don't like, how would I be oh like yeah man, you motivated me to do this, and then I don't even I don't know follow back like. I would feel some type of way. Like if I told somebody, "Hey man, you motivated me to do this," and then they didn't maybe tune in and see what the fuck I was doing. Like I might feel a certain type of way. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just maybe. What up, Freeze? 1990 regular cab, third gear gone for 500. What's up, Puerto Rico? 83 2500 with 350 looks okay for 1600. Well, you trying to decide on the next project or something? Or are these just things that popped up in your area for sale? I know that what is it? 83 2500. Oh, which of those sound like a better deal? I'ma say, and I mean, I don't know, this might sound biased, but I'ma say the 81 short bed with very little rust, but with the 60 and the 4L80. And the reason that I say that is because I feel like it's a lot of value. Like I've told y'all, what I paid. Well, I still got to do the videos and shit with the breakdown on what I paid on each of the trucks or each of the vehicles. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that recorded today. Um, but 81 short bed, like my C10 bill, I probably have close to $3,000 in it, and I don't have a 60, and I don't have a 4L80, and that's my complete bill. I'm talking about from paying $1,000 for the truck to $1,000 for the engine, transmission, or pretty much the drivetrain, then buying all the other little stuff. Like I'm probably close to $3,000 into that truck, and I do not have a 60 or a 4L80 unit. So to get one with both of those already installed in it, that sounds like the best deal to me, honestly. You said the 83 got a plow attached. Oh, okay. It's not in the truck. I mean, still though, like you've heard what I would have to pay for a 4L60. I mean, a 6.0. Call junkyard, boom, 1800, 1500, 1300. You know what I'm saying? That's just for the engine, not even counting the transmission, which is probably like another 8 to 1,000. Then the price of the truck. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that's a good deal. I would say that's a good deal. As long as they're title clear, I would rock with that one. I mean, because I mean, you've put a motor and a transmission in the truck. Like it's not that hard, or in a car, it's not that hard. It's not like you don't have the technical ability to install a motor into the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Twin? Hey, y'all, Twin sent me a picture of a box of fucking milk duds yesterday, bro. I was at work, bro. I died laughing. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, and then if he do budge on the price, man, I think that'll be even better. You know what I'm saying? You could be winning even more. So I mean, it's already a good deal. And then if you get them to budge some over there, shit, that's even more. What's up, Mark? I'm pretty sure that Mark was second at uh 6.0 4L80 and an 81 C10 $3,000 good deal or a great deal. Sit back at the plantation. He said, "Where is it at?" We can't tell you that. See, yeah, see that tell you all you need to know. He ain't even ask. He ain't even ask all that. He just said, "Where is that?" Yeah, go on and grab that, dog. Go on and grab that. He's talking about where is that. He Mark gonna take off work and shit to go get it. Well, I was trying to check the weather forecast for this weekend. That way, I can kind of check if I know what the forecast is, like what's coming in the forecast, and I can kind of gauge. Or I can try and attempt to plan my weekend around it. What up, badass? We do give a nice fondness fee. Yeah, I think the one was trying to get that for himself. That's why he was asking which one was the best deal. Some people might even tell you the one to take that 6.0 and that 4L80 and throw it in the G body, and then take your 5.3 and put it in the C10. But I think that 6.0 4L80 in that truck like do the fool, man. Do the fool. 480 too big for a G body. Nah, I done seen them fit. Guru put a 480 in the G body. It ain't too big. They set that bad boy right up in there. I think it depends on what motor mount you use. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Guru had to do all that. I have to go back and watch his videos. I think you can make it fit without doing that. My engine in the Monty 6 where the original was, so I should be able to do it without tight fit though. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tight fit. It's gonna be a tight fit. Well, whether you got to modify or you can make it fit without, it can be done. I started watching Guru. He was mad cocky. He got mad when I laughed at what he charged people. I mean, like you say, man, get your paper, cuz like you gotta like as a DIY person, like me or you, we're probably like we not gonna pay nobody to do our swaps, right? 9 times out of 10, the price that we were quoted is the reason why we even attempted or set our mind on doing our own swap, right? Right. So I wouldn't knock, or I've never knocked anybody prices. You know what I'm saying? If I ask somebody a price, say who we got off in here, Twin. We'll use Twin. I'm gonna use you for example, Twin. Say that I want a custom fiberglass trunk for my Caprice, right? I want 315s, the amp rack in there, whatever, right? So Twin quote me a price. Twin quotes a price that I think is a little bit high. I'm not gonna be like, man, you charging too much or whatever. I'm gonna just be like, all right, cool. So from that point, I either have the choice to pay Twin what he asking, because I'm pretty sure that Twin already know his worth. You know what I'm saying? Twin know his worth just because I'm not willing to pay his worth for his time and shit. That don't necessarily mean that he not worth what he asking. I feel the same way about anybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about anybody. I mean, 6,500 for a basic install seems crazy to us, but like people that don't have the capability, the technical know-how, like, and that's something that I've realized like a lot. Do you know how many people I run into on a daily basis that come into the store, man, don't even know what engine they got? They don't know what engine they got. They don't know what transmission they got. They don't know how many quarts of oil go in their stuff. Like we we are like a rare we are a rare breed, bro. Like it's a lot of people in the world, right? Know what I'm saying? It seems like it's a lot of us that would be able to do this swap by ourselves. However, there are people that don't have the time, don't have the know-how, don't have the patience, don't have the aptitude. Know what I'm saying? They just not able to do it or don't want to do it. Know what I'm saying? So they rather pay 5,500, 6,500, 7,500, whatever they want to pay. Bro, people get rid of cars for the simplest ass reason, send them to the junkyard and go get a payment. You hear me? Like, so everybody's not on like our aptitude level. You know what I'm saying? So while it's laughable to us, to somebody else that don't have the capability to do that, like it makes all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about it too, like like where you live at, the cost of living. He out there towards Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, actually, he in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? California, like that cost of living, like depending upon where you live, the cost of living is different. You know what I'm saying? Like the cost of living where I live at is not necessarily higher than probably where y'all stay. But y'all see what the junkyard is charging for an engine. You know what I'm saying? But either I'm gonna get my money up and I'm gonna pay this to the junkyard for this motor, or I'm gonna find another way. You know what I'm saying? What's up, AP? Car isn't worth that much. Well, see, I mean, hell, a lot of people will say, a lot of people say these box Chevys ain't worth shit, bro. Like technically, like in the eyes of a blue book, you know what I'm saying? Box Chevys is nowhere near, or won't pull nowhere near as much as a Chevelle will. You know what I'm saying? Like 69, 70. Like somebody told me that the word, like the value in something is what somebody is willing to pay. You know what I'm saying? If somebody to one like now a box Chevy, like me personally, like I feel this shit wholeheartedly, bro. Like box Chevy, like people will pay 55, 65, 7,500 for a box Chevy, bro. I'm not paying over $1,000. I didn't pay over $1,000 for my box Chevy. I ain't pay over $1,000 for the truck I got, and I was gifted my fucking G body. 3, 5, bro. I'm not paying that much for a car that I know that I'm gonna have to put work into. You know what I'm saying? Like I will wait, but that's me. Somebody else will be like, oh, brother, 2,500, 3,500, 5,500. That's a good ass price. I can hop in my box and ride. Cool. Me, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? So versus somebody else, like I mean, me personally, I'm not paying fucking 40, 50,000 off an old Chevelle. Got it. Highly desirable, very like collector car type shit. Like, but that's why I say the value is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? The value of something is only you own the value is based off of how much someone is willing to pay you for whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that the because I've talked to Guru. And matter of fact, I think that Guru has told me like the versus when he started. You know what I'm saying? What he was charging, like what he's charging now. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, like he goes behind a lot of other mechanics that's supposedly out here doing these swaps. You know what I'm saying? But it's not done right. He having to clean up behind a mess. You know what I'm saying? So when you have, you know what I'm saying, a particular skill set and you can show a portfolio, you know what I'm saying, it's like, boom, I'm turning out a car here, boom, turning out a car here, boom, turning out a car here. You know what I'm saying? People notice like, boom, like he know what he doing, he getting the cars in and out. If that's his price that he asking, then either I'm gonna pay his price or I'm gonna go figure that shit out. 2 years ago, I saw a trucker motherfucker with a Caprice with caddy seats and said he gonna mess that car up, but he building it. You talking about me, twin? Twin talking about me, with a Caprice with caddy seats. Shots fired. Yeah, man. I mean, and I just ended up going a different direction, man. Like at that time, like that's where I wanted to go with my car. You know what I'm saying? Things change. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, I mean, that's another thing. Like, however somebody else decide to build a car, that's totally on them. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about the creativity of the car game or whatever. Like where somebody might want to ride 13s and V's, somebody might want to ride fucking 32s on a box Chevy. Me, I'm good right here with fucking 24s. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's all a preference. It's all an expression of how you want to customize your car. Your car is an extension of yourself. So however you choose to do it, it's totally on you. You know what I'm saying? It's totally on you. I went live on Facebook the other day talking shit about how damn near everything from my SWAT came from the junkyard. I ain't need to get no notification. Was it in a group? Yeah, it's definitely based off location, AP. Definitely based off location. Cause like down here, where they charging like a lot for a 6.0, up there where Eric and AP is at in Dallas, like I mean, you might be able to get a 6.0 for nothing. And then another thing is it depends on who you know. Know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of variables when it comes into the prices of how you build, you know what I'm saying, or what I'm saying, how you able to build your car. What's up, Schaefer? What up, fam? Oh, Milk Dud head. But you gotta come with something different. Twin already said Milk Dud. Some people still want to pay 500 to 800 like they getting a 350 put in. Yeah, and I mean it's at the end of the day, like I said, I've never, or I tried my, well, I can say as far as I can remember, no one has ever told me a price and I've been like, oh, or you charging too much, or like, so that's high. Like I might talk shit in silence, like to myself, like, damn, that nigga taxing. I'm gonna figure this shit out myself. Like that might be something, but know what I'm saying? That's what, and but like that's why I say it as well. Like it's I never noticed or never knew how like you know what I'm saying our mechanical or our automotive IQs are like way the fuck up there, bro. You just don't know, man. So many people come off in so many people come off in that stove, bro, and I just be frustrated sometimes with them. I'm just looking at them like, really? You in a parts store buying parts, but you don't know this, you don't know that. You want to replace a sensor on your car, you don't know where it's at. Like it's it's crazy, man. Like a lot of people that come in there, they just trying to save some money versus taking it to a shop, but they don't have the knowledge to do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? True. What's up, Hey Night? I think it was mad sensitive. Well, I mean, like maybe you offended, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like who's it? Who's it say? You know what I'm saying? 800 will get it placed in, and you can finish the wiring, plumbing, and fine tuning. I charge that to put a carburetor motor in. LS swaps have more involved, so I charge more. Wiring, it is 3 wires. Cheap harness for 300. Well, I mean that harness got to be reworked. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, once you wire it in, it's 3 wires. You still gotta run the fuel line or whatever. I mean, you could do it like how you value your time. Like I don't know if y'all remember not too long ago somebody was asking me about something and Mark told me like hey, like you undercutting yourself or whatever. Like other people are charging, this much. So why would you undervalue yourself? Like at the end of the day, however you want to get money, and like I said, that's the beauty of the business thing. Like some people gonna put their prices here because they just trying to know what I'm saying? They trying to fully sustain off this business. Know what I'm saying? Or the fact that if I'm gonna spend time doing this shit and it's not on my car, you're gonna pay me for my time because I could be with my family, I could be working on my own shit, I could be around riding with my boys or whatever. Know what I'm saying? So you're gonna pay for that time. Other people just trying to get some money, trying to get some extra money, maybe to finish their bill or whatever. Then you got people just like, hey, I'm just trying to get some money, period, to do whatever the fuck I need to do. It's not a main source of income, etc., etc. Or I'm just doing it because I love to do it, but I'm not gonna do the shit for free, so I'm gonna do it for this price point. So if you don't like somebody's price or whatever, I mean, you just gotta shop around, or you do that shit yourself. But I feel you, like I said, I don't agree with it because I know my capability and what I'm capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I mean, if somebody like I mean that's why I tell people like I don't do LS swap. I'm not doing nobody LS swap, bro. Because I'm telling like for what I would charge for what I value, how I value myself. You know what I'm saying? How I value my time, bro. You're not gonna pay that, or you're not gonna want to pay that. You might tell me I'm too high. Well then that's fine. Go find somebody else who's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no love loss. At the end of the day, it's just business. It's just business. Vinyl cutter or vinyl plotter. The plotter is like the big joint. The cutters is like them little crickets and stuff people be having. Y'all doing the harness, overworking yourself. Plenty of cheap options out here for under 300. Well, so, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about perception. You know what I'm saying? You say that people overworking yourself doing the harness. for under 300. But if you think about it, what does it take to do a harness? It don't really take nothing. Like you buy like maybe $20 worth of material or whatever, fuse box, whatever, relays, etc. You rewire it and then you put it in a vehicle. Like if you already had the harness, then you know whatever. Like if I go buy a harness right now from the junkyard, I'm gonna spend like $50. So if I go buy the whole harness, maybe like $50. Go spend another $20 on the stuff I need to do is spend the time to rework the harness. Then I can turn around and sell it for like 300. So I'm still making a profit. So if I'm doing it for myself, like, but again, that's where it just comes down to people's comfort zone and what they able to do. My caprice when I very first started doing this swap, I paid $600. That was for the harness and for my computer I already flashed or whatever. $600. But the difference was is I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had no fucking clue how to rework a harness. It was the most scariest shit to me. I didn't want to fuck it up because it's my car, right? I want the shit to run. I don't want to be fucking wiring this shit. Boom. $600. Hindsight, I want my money back. But I had a choice. Either I was gonna pay the 600 or I was gonna have to do it myself or shop around and find somebody else. Dude was local. He had the harness already ready. I ain't have to wait. That was another thing. Like I ain't have to wait. Like I pulled up on him, gave him my money. It was like hand over fist exchange. Here's 600. Here's your computer and your harness flash. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know about the little China joints. You know what I'm saying? But then like how long do you gotta wait to get that from China? I'm not gonna be cheap if I start doing this swap for people. My time is very limited. And that's why I say it's all about how you value your time, man. It's all about how you value your time. But like I said, I don't. It's nothing like for the person that's just doing it, to get some extra money. I don't got nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a business model. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your price point is going to determine like the type of customers that you attract. Like I feel, and this is me personally, I feel like when you put your price point up here, is that you're gonna alleviate a lot of the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like what you run into and all that. Like people with their issues, like, hey, let me give you part on the first and the other on the 15. Do you take food stamps or you know what I'm saying? Like you just alleviate a whole lot. All right, that was kind of stereotypical, but it is what it is. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. When you pay your price down here, even with that lower price point, people are going to try to negotiate your price. You know what I'm saying? Well, oh man, I only got this much. No. I mean, you set your price to where you want to set it. And then like I mean, I've seen a lot because I got a business in photography. Like that's you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be like, oh, well, this how much you charge? Well, so and so charge this much. Take your ass over to the so and so then. My prices is my prices. So what up, Cash? Yeah, and you can do it for lower than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it all depend on your end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like because I'm not gonna lie, if we can do the same job, but I can get paid more Like, which one do you want to do? And that's why I say it all come down to personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Shavers at 49.95. Hose, shoes, engine swaps, baby pimples, cable, Wi-Fi router hacks, firmware upgrades. Like the dollar store for hood things and LS parts. You know what I'm saying? You can pay 300 for one already done. 49.95 for some long Cadillac tail light for my Yukon Safer since you the plug. You can't say I only put 75 in the sun. I value my time, so I did. Then charge the armor leg for your time. One new one for 300 beats, junkyard reworks any day. I mean, but how do you how would you say that it beats it though? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like a wire is just a wire. Like it's not even nothing like real complex about the actual harness. It is merely like the tool, you know what I'm saying, that connects you. You know what I'm saying? As long as the wires are not frayed or whatever, then I mean I don't see, I mean, other than the fact of saying that okay, this one is brand new, you know what I'm saying? But some people just prefer new shit and some people will rock with junkyard shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I prefer to get new, some shit I'm going to get from the junkyard. So well, no, I'm not saying that the guy charging more will get more money and more customers, because what it is though, like it's different price. Like take this for example, like Chevy, like compare Chevy and fucking like Lamborghini, right? Lamborghini don't necessarily sell more, but one of them fucking Lamborghinis is the price of like three or four fucking Chevys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I'm not saying exactly three or four Chevys, but it's more. You know what I'm saying? So there's a but there's a difference in quality though. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with BMWs, Mercedes, whatever. Like there's a quality level there versus, you know, somebody that's selling it, you know what I'm saying, for lower. Because if not, then you really just overworking yourself, you know what I'm saying, for nothing. Once again, my opinion, you know, we just talking. Long that bitch started around like it's supposed to. My harness can't be duct tape. You're not gonna see the wires anyway. No shit is for rich people. And I mean and I wouldn't even say that new shit is for rich people. All of us have a decision on what we want to spend our money on or how we want to spend our money. Some of us want to spend it, you know, and don't, like, you can go buy a brand new whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the time, like the days of like don't like the days of like getting a good ass deal on a harness, like I mean, they've kind of come full circle. Like he said, $270, you can get a harness from China. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take you a little minute to get it. But if you don't have the aptitude and the know how to rework one to get it to work, then yeah, $270 is a great deal. You know what I'm saying? What up, Goldie? Crayola and Rose Art, as some of them is the 4 pack of Chinese crayons from Dollar Tree. So you saying my quality isn't going to be as good? No, I'm saying is that the quality of the brand new harness versus the quality of the junkyard harness, them shits damn they're gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? I will say they will be equal. Like Mark was saying, the end goal is to make, as long as everything is functioning properly the way that it's supposed to be done, then then you check the block. You know what I'm saying? We got to where we was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? But that's like new cars and old cars. You know what I'm saying? New cars, everything in them bitches is brand new. They come with a warranty, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, versus buying a car over here, which it may run and drive, but it might give you issues. You might have to replace some sensors down the line. You might have to get some suspension work done, some steering work. You know what I'm saying? It's this, that, and the third. So it's all in how you balance it out, man. Depending upon what people's budget is, uh, what money they had to spend and stuff. That's just how I go. A shitty wiring job can cause a car to burn. Yeah, that's true, Robert. That's true. I'm saying if your quality is as good, you should charge more. It's Wednesday. It need to be Friday. Cheers to that. Shit, I'll take Thursday. Shit, because I'm off Friday. If we can just fast forward to Thursday, I'll be all right. Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is my Friday. You can't feel people have a choice to spend how they want, but be offended by opinions. What you mean, Duane? I personally like that's like I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? People will tell me all the time in the comments like, "Oh, you should have did it this way. You should have did it this way. Shit, you should have paid for it." You know what I'm saying? If you wanted me to do it this way, then you should have sent a punch. Like I'm working within my budget, making my choices, for my bill. But yeah, I don't, I don't necessarily have a preference. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like if with me not knowing how to rework a harness, I would have easily been like, cool, I'm gonna spend this 270, 300. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know how to rework one, I'd rather go through that harness and rework it versus paying $300. It's just preference. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not offended by nobody's opinion. Everybody do them. You know, my homie bought a PSI harness, even though he knows how to rework a harness. Said he wanted to be lazy. Yeah, and shit, some people just don't. Some people just don't have the fucking time. Like somebody was asking me about a harness, and I was like, bruh, my like, nigga, my plate is full, bro. Like I can rework you one, but it ain't gonna be no fast turnaround. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? This should be the price, whatever. So if you want it quicker or you know what I'm saying, whatever, then you just gotta tell the people the real or whatever. I believe that anything is susceptible to error. You know what I'm saying? Even a brand new harness, even like brand new cars still have recalls and issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's just whatever somebody preference is. I'm just not one to take advantage of people. I didn't feel like changing the pads on my Audi one shot, one at 300. 300 for some brakes. I don't like maybe the Audi is I don't know like maybe the Audi brakes is I mean I don't feel that like a shop charging 300 for brakes is like necessarily getting over because they have more they got overhead. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep the lights on in the building. They got to pay the technicians, et cetera, et cetera. Got to remember everybody's standards is different. That's just like people with Ford versus cast wheels. Ford will always feel they are the best. Others not so much. True. Like some people would pay, whatever for Ford's wheels, and some people are going to continue to ride cast because price point. It's exactly the same as any other vehicle. Cast costs the same. Wow, I would probably imagine that. I reworked four harnesses before I finally felt comfortable enough to put it on my motor. Mark, he got a Chinese harness from PSI. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. Word on the street is that PSI is fucking buying harnesses from China and reselling the bitches. But bro, think of that's like the business concept. If I'm paying 270 for a harness, I I can't make any money if I turn around and sell this harness to somebody else for 270. So I have to mark up the price so that I can make a profit. Also, if you waste four harnesses, you might be better off to find one that you plan on doing tons of swaps. I would rather build a harness and put one out at a junkyard. Well, I mean, what do you mean build a harness? I mean, most of the ones that people are doing like come from junkyard like people like the junkyard is like really like I mean I know that the name implies that it is junk, but say that car that is running perfectly fine, whatever. I just get tired of fooling with it. I send it to the junkyard. It's still the same car that was sitting in my front yard. You know what I'm saying? Just the only difference is now you have to go get the parts from the junkyard versus going and, getting it for somebody's car, like abandoned ass car that was just sitting on the side of the road. So, but like I said, like it's all about your perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes America great. Like we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't care what you do. I just want to see you ride LS. Whether you get your China harness or your junkyard harness or you made from scratch harness, is wild. I put my Chinese harness up against any harness reworked 7 days or not. It's a better deal. How to build my next truck. Too many guys take shortcuts anymore. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with the Chinese people harness. I'm just not paying 270 for a harness versus reworking one. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, it all depends on the person and where they at and their capability. Like before, I would have jumped on 270 before I knew how to rework one. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I paid 600 for a harness with a computer flash. So 270, oh nigga, that's music to my ears. You know what I'm saying? But that was before I actually knew how to that I have reworked one. You know what I'm saying? Now I've reworked one, I put it on my car and I know that like my car, like I go outside and crank my car and it runs. So before that moment, like I would, yeah, 270 all damn day. Matter of fact, pull my eyes to the side. I'm Chinese, Chinese gang, gang, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been vouching all for the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? But now anybody else, like I tell them, yeah, you might want to go like order you a Chinese harness. Yeah, cut out the middleman. PSI been pimping the shit out of us. Bro. But that's like that's like a business model. Just like motherfucker, like you got the supplier, you got the distributor, and then you got the end user. We are the end users. So if unless you can cut out the distributor and get it straight from the supplier, right, bro? It's like what's that one movie? Uh um American Gangster with Denzel Washington. He went all the way to Vietnam to the supplier. He cut out the middleman. He went and got it straight from the plug. What up, Vic? Yeah, Mark. He did end up getting it to work. It was come to find out, I guess it was something going on with the pedal or something. But he got a new pedal now, it's working fine. Nobody starts out as a business, you're a consumer before anything, trying to get over because people will pay will get you shut down when a cheaper competitor comes. That's true. Like as a consumer, you don't even know these types of things. But the more that you are exposed to it, you know what I'm saying? Like the more that you're able to learn, you know what I'm saying? And once you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? Like what what I'm saying is like once you know better, you do better. Like you wouldn't go buy a PSI harness now, knowing that they get it from China, would you? No, you gonna go get it for the same price they getting it for. 9 times out of 10 though, PSI is still getting it for cheaper because they probably buying in bulk. You know what I'm saying? Right, Goldie. So, in different strokes for different foods. Like for people that don't have time, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you working to the point where you have the money. Like, bro, I got car parts fucking literally stacking up in my garage at this point. Like stacking the fuck up. Like I can barely walk to that bitch. I don't have as much time as I used to, or I have other stuff that's going on, so I haven't been able to do it. Do I have so much like extra money that I can go and pay somebody to do it? No. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't. We just gonna get it together when we get it together. But for somebody that just need their car done, or you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, don't want to wait, etc., etc., etc. Bro, they would have been paying somebody to do that shit. You talking about too much work to pull out the junkyard harness, Robert? Robert, a talented guy, can get one off in an hour without breaking anything. These guys cut lots that I leave. Hated no boy, blah, blah, blah. Top of the morning, nobody starts out again on the truth. Supply and demand, guns and butter, motherfucker. Goldie stupid, talking about guns and butter. Shit. There's a lot of comments. Hold on. Not value yourself for a bill for someone else. You say you value your time and you charge $5, right? Why would you take the time of going to the yard, taking out a harness, reworking to charge more? Well, to that effect, as long as if I can keep my bottom line low, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as I can, if I can keep my expenses low, then like, so let's say $75 plus whatever the time it takes me to rework a harness versus just paying 270 for a harness for a customer's car. So that's when you would have to, that's when you would actually have to break it down and be like, okay, which one of these is more, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So 270, and it's gonna take a week for me to get it, or 75, $80, and I gotta rework it myself. Is it gonna take me a whole 7 days to rework it? You know what I'm saying? And that's just when it, like I said, it's so many variables. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it depends on, like, is it a one man show? If it's just me doing a swap, what else could possibly be getting done? Like, I'm gonna use 3 days to rework this harness, or I could just order it, and in them 3 days or 5 days that I'm waiting for it to come, I could be doing this, 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 and this. And then when the harness get there, I just gotta throw it on. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's all about the end goal. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the end goal. Yeah, Victor, they definitely coming from China, dog. They definitely sending them shit from China. They definitely sending them shit from China. We tried to do that with roofing metal. They say we would have to move like 5 times as much metal as we can. Picky ass plug. That's basically, hold on. Basically taking advantage of idiots. Good luck when competitors come. China LS53 come 1,000 horsepower at the box. What? If you're doing it professionally, pulling the harness is more trouble than it's worth. I would have never got. I never. I would have never got one anyway. That high as fuck. We are tired of going through unintelligent, educated people to talk to other educated people for us. It's caused so much confusion and BS. They're just doing what other retailers do. Yeah, like have you ever noticed, man, that some, like, a lot of, like, go back, like, take it back to the cams when we was talking about cams and stuff, like this people were talking about, like, the sloppy stage two, the summit cams, and etc. etc. Like, it's only like so many places that actually grind their cams, like, but like it could be one person, the supplier, that's grinding the cams. Then they sell them to the distributors. Texas Speed, Brian Tooley Racing, Summit, Jegs, whatever. Then they put their stamp on it, and then they put their price on it. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, like the neutral safety switch, we don't like if you're doing a swap, you don't even need that. I just cut that. Snip. The rear, like the rear O2s, the neutral safety switch, I don't need that. Snip, snip. Nikes and Jordans are the same. Yes, I mean it's a brand. I bought a cheap fuel pressure regulator, a knockoff Aero Motive, but some people will pay 150 for the real. Mine was 30. And the crazy thing is, shit is probably made in the same damn factory. A lot of junkyards run the harness for a 60 they're stupid to heat up the glue, get the bolts out. I'm speaking purely on doing it for people as a business, not for yourself. Go ahead and charge top dollar to people that find cheaper or competition will move in and you're done. Ass blockbuster video. Well, see, I think that what Blockbuster didn't do, Blockbuster didn't adapt. You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember, who remembers when Netflix only did fucking DVDs? There was a time when Netflix was strictly DVDs. What Netflix did, it adapted with the times, it did the streaming shit. And now Netflix is like one of the fucking top motherfuckers. Everybody's Netflixing and chilling. You know what I'm saying? But there was a time when, they was mailing out DVDs. Matter of fact, I think they still mail out fucking DVDs. So if you don't adapt your business model, you know what I'm saying? Because they're different price points. You know what I'm saying? Like some people will want what they want. You know what I'm saying? Some people will shop and they're gonna go for the lowest price. Some people are going to pay more just for their fucking peace of mind, even though technically it's probably just the same. But these people, you cannot convince these people to come down here because it's the fucking peace of mind. So I think there will always be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Some people will only drive like luxury ass cars, and some people will just ride the fuck out of Chevys and Hondas. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people. I don't care about Mercedes, fucking BMW, all that shit. I mean, I do recognize that they do make nice cars, but they'll never Mercedes, Volkswagen, BMW, they'll never have to worry about me as a customer. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here, Chevy, you know what I'm saying, economy, regular brand, regular people shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's different markets, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a higher price market and then you'll have a lower price market. You know what I'm saying? Blockbuster got hit by a bootleg. Yeah, probably so. That probably affected it too. It's a niche anyway. Yeah, I mean, eventually one day it'll come. One day people won't even be thinking about the LS. Like people just like China is riding the wave because they see, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, China saw a hole in the market. You know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of shit is made in China anyway, but like there was a hole in the market. People was charging $500-$600 for a harness. You know what I'm saying? So they were just like, boom, we're gonna put our shit right here at 3. Will that pull a lot of people? Yeah, that'll pull a lot of people. Like some people be like, oh, now I have the option to only pay $270-$300. I'm gonna go that route. There are still some people that will still buy the PSI harness because it's American based. They don't have to worry about if they're gonna get gypped. It's not gonna take them a week. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say it's some people will pay extra just for the comfort. I just watched someone on YouTube put an LQ9 together. You talking about driveway engineer? I think Vic. How about them Astros? I don't really watch baseball, bro. Hastings died too. Amazon can't turn a wrench though. The problem with that theory, one is business raise prices to throttle businesses. They will lower prices to get businesses. I don't see the roof update. Nothing has happened with the roof, Steve. What are you talking about? Um, I think way past now. Yeah, it's gotta be chess, man. Like if you thinking longevity wise, it gotta be chess. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be chess. In my experience, it is the overhead for a brick and mortar that is most of the cost. Yeah, some people are all about brand. That's true. I feel that the one I like a fast dime over a bunch of slow nickels. So you mean to tell me, hold on, the guy charging 6,500 is gonna come down when the guy moves in charging 3K and now he values his time and eventually he gets put out of business. But everybody not gonna go to the guy that's charging 3K. Cause I mean, like I don't see like, cause like even though like I feel how I feel about like higher marketed cars, Mercedes, like why you pay all this money for a car and it do the same thing that a Chevy do, or you know what I'm saying? But people like BMW and Mercedes, people would take it's the ride. You know what I'm saying? So you paying that much more just so you can ride smoother than me and my Chevy or my Dodge or my Ram or my fucking whatever. That's not how it works. Once your swap is done, it's done. The next guy will get new customers because he's cheaper and does the same thing. If you don't charge enough, you will only get the people who can't afford you. Best advice I've ever had. Think about it. When 9/11 happened, security systems went up out the ass. You think they still sell security for that price? Slow and fast, just give me my cash. He said slow and fast, just give me my cash. It's like if LS got bookings to take photos daily for the next 6 months, could he quit O'Reilly's or will it slow right back down? Uh, like I don't know. Like pictures is different. Like I mean, there could be like you would have to find the market of like around here is not the market for somebody to like daily be taking photographs. The niche like photography, like I said, that's different. It's like a big old wide niche. You know what I'm saying? I mostly shoot weddings and shit and family photos, and that shit is happening on the weekends. So O'Reilly's definitely could slow down. Matter of fact, yesterday we slowed down. I went home an hour early. Like anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. But yeah, we was definitely slow yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, and my boss, he was telling me like, hey, we're slow. We've only made this much today. I was like, cool. Like I get it. Like I'm not like, hey, I just need my hours. Like I get it. Like I mean, I do need my hours, but at the same time, I understand if you're not making no money, like the goal is to always have to be making more money than you putting out. That's how you stay in the black. Yeah, I mean there are companies that fucking just end up going fucking just stopping and laying people off. Who was that recently closed? Was it GM that was closing factories and fucking laying people off? People been working for GM for however many fucking years, and then you just stop. You just close the factory and send niggas home. They won't outcast. I don't see it. I mean, I'm not a person that will never say never. Like people probably thought that bell bottom jeans would never come to a fucking end. People probably thought that bell bottom jeans or fucking like the fads and shit of the 80s and shit would never fucking would never fucking go away. But eventually they did. Like LS swaps are prevalent right now. I think that LS swaps will kind of fade. You know what I'm saying? People are like, because there's a new engine. I mean, it's the LT4 shit, the LT engines. So once they become more affordable, more aftermarket support and shit, more people are gonna start doing them shits. You know what I'm saying? Depending upon how available, you know what I'm saying, the stuff is. Like, and that's another thing, like the LS swaps are so popular because they put these Vortec iron block LS motors in so many fucking vehicles. And eventually they started filling up the junkyard. They just so not only were they easily accessible, they also, you know what I'm saying, turned out to be pretty good and responsive to power adders. You know what I'm saying? Which is what makes them so popular. Shout out to Donut Media. It'll still be a Chevy engine swap. Yeah, if it ends up being LT engines, then yeah. I mean, cause back like before that, I mean, before it was LS, hell, everybody was just swapping, fucking small block Chevys, like 350s and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I used to only charge 30, 40 to change spark plugs, rely on be myself. Now I charge 75 off the top. Depends on how much work I gotta do. I don't know that I just want to be changing nigga spark plugs in the first place. So I guess 75 sounds good to me. I was trying to think about that shit. Like, what would I charge to change spark plug? Nothing, because I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, it's like certain stuff, man. I just have no. I have no like the LS stuff, man. Like it's popular right now. Is what's popping. Like I said, people have asked me like, "Hey, man, how much you charge for LS swap?" I don't do them. Go find somebody else. But you did it on your channel, right? That's my shit. I did my swap. That's it. I'm not. I don't want to. I personally, I just don't want to fool nobody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? Could that change? Yeah, it could change. It could be like, say that, Lord forbid, like maybe I got fired from O'Reilly's or fucking O'Reilly's went under and AutoZone took over. That's funny. AutoZone would never take over. But like if that was the situation, then you know what I'm saying, I would have to fall back on one of my many skill sets to provide for my family. So although it is not one that I necessarily want to do, it may be something that I need or have to do. You know what I'm saying? But great conversation this morning, guys. Like we should find more topics. Cause I didn't know. I wasn't planning on this being like the I guess the live for this morning. It just kind of went there. But it stimulated a lot of good conversation. You know what I'm saying? We talk business, etc., 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 man. Like good talk. Good talk. But like they say, time is money. You know what I'm saying? Time is money. Time isn't money. So what is time? Money comes and goes. You never get time back. That's true, the one. That is true. All the more reason to charge more for your time because you never get it back. Fred Sanford will be proud. A whole new generation arguing over junk. Oh shit! Time is love, not money. You can trade it. No, he right though. That is a fact. Money can come and go. You cannot get time back. You cannot get time back. Which is why, which is why, justifiably, you know what I'm saying, you should get as much money as you can in the little time we have. That's why I can tell them no at work for OT. Spending time with my kids is more important than money. Yeah, bro, you don't never get them fucking moments back. Never get them fucking moments back. The one got your kids right up in there learning. Jane needs to get in the garage with you. Yeah, Jane don't want to get in the garage. Jane wants to play his video game. And like I said, he's only 6, so if if he expresses an interest for it, then that's fine. That's something else. I mean, I wouldn't force it on him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if it was something that he honestly was interested in, then be like, let's get it. Of course there would be a point in time where it's like, all right, come on, son. You finna learn how to change this oil. You finna learn how to change the tire. Cause you're not finna grow up not knowing how to change fucking tire or changing your own oil or some shit like that. I mean, it's some of that stuff is like the stuff that you have to pass down to your children. You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna look if you raise a child or raise a son, you know what I'm saying, who then grows up to court a girl or whatever, and he can't change the damn tire. I don't want my son to be the one walking into O'Reilly's or AutoZone or Advance, having to depend on them to change his battery or change his fucking wiper blades. I don't want my kid to grow up to be that guy. Like, I swear to God. He said I'm letting them change my battery and my blades. Why, bro? Why? Why? Why you letting them change your wiper blades and your battery? Oh shit. That was funny. Nigga said at the stove. Oh G. Oh shit. No, I get where you coming from too, the one. I'm just playing devil advocate. And showing that I mean it's more than one way to look at it. And that's why I say it at the end of the day, it all boiled down to perspective. You know what I'm saying? All down to perspective. I want to know why Dewan want the people at the store to change his wiper blades and battery though. No, nigga, service is not built to the price because it is a what do you call it? Like, cause we don't necessarily change everybody battery. You know what I'm saying? Depending upon what the vehicle is. Like some of the stuff in the computer say like it'll take too long, so we don't do it. So they gotta change out their own battery. You know what I'm saying? We charge them the cord, they bring it back. Them wiper blades on the them wiper blades fucking fucking wiper blades. One might could argue that the fucking that the fucking installation is fucking priced. Is built in because god damn. Why them fucking wiper blades hard as giraffe pussy? Oh man. I gotta keep it a G with that one, nigga. Them wiper blades hard in the motherfucker. Oh. But some people be in O'Reilly's and look at them wiper blades and be like, fuck this shit, I'm going to Walmart. And that's perfectly fine. Like, that is, I mean, you got a choice at the end of the day. Same reason Walmart changes my oil is below my pay grade. Yeah, I'm still not doing that shit. Like I'll go to like a quick lube, even though Walmart is cheaper with it, man. Like since I've been working there at the store, like I hear so many horror stories about Walmart, bro. People coming in there, Walmart then strip their fucking oil plug. Nah. Sometimes that shit can be more of a fucking headache than it's worth. Instead of wiper blade could be more complicated and stuff. I mean, some of them are like I thought all of them was pretty much just either a hook or a pin. Nah, there's a couple more designs out there these days. I used to work at AutoZone, being out there in the high winter. He said winter, I'll let them do it. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that shit. Thanks, Dewan. I'm not looking forward to that shit. It be cold as shit. Talking about, hey, can you install my wiper blades? I didn't. I think it's 21 or something for Super Tech. But $10 is fair. And see that's another that could be another debate, right? Super Tech, like the actual brand of oil that you get. Technically, there are only like so many refineries in the US that actually refine oil. So all Super Tech don't have its own refinery. I'm just put that out there. Castro, Mobile One, they don't all have their own refinery. So somebody is fucking relabeling this oil and just putting a fucking price point on it. But you ain't hear that from me. You ain't hear that from me. Any oil is okay unless it's Pennzoil. That's just garbage. I think Super Tech is Valvoline. I use Super Tech before Pennzoil or Quaker State. Like I used to be like a Castrol fanboy, but Pennzoil is of the devil, mama said. Bro, it's been people that done came in there, man, and like, hey, how much of my engine dipstick is dry? No lie, just yesterday, customer comes in like, hey, uh, my dipstick is like no oil on my dipstick. How many quarts does my car take? So I looked it up. Car takes 6 quarts. So then with a straight face asked me, well, these 3 quarts, will I be okay? Your car takes 6 quarts. You just told me that it's empty. You need to put 6 quarts before you have to buy yourself a motor. Real talk. The Pennzoil was soaking to the metal so bad. Yeah, I've never used Pennzoil. Put three and see if the oil light go out. I mean, like I can't in good conscience tell somebody to be like, oh, just put this much, bruh. Spend that extra money. First of all, why is your engine out of oil anyway? Like, there may be a bigger problem at work here. there may be a bigger issue than you're letting on. I don't know, man. Yeah. All I can say is that it keeps me entertaining. You never know what's gonna come in. I look forward to going in every day and seeing what issue, what somebody's gonna come in with the next day. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I gotta put that segue in there. Like, oh yeah, worst case scenario, we do sell engines and transmissions. I mean, but like most cars these days, they have the gauge on there for the oil pressure. So if your pressure is low, then that means there's no oil, right? Yeah. So if you have low oil pressure, you have no oil. And like you said, there's either a light or a gauge that's inside of the car that tells you that. So, but some people, that's why I said our mechanical or our our automotive IQs are higher than a lot of people. A whole lot more people than you think. A whole lot more people than you think. But yeah, man. Long story short, keep oil in your car. Even if it's Super Tech, if it's the house brand of your local parts store, whatever it is, any oil is better than no oil unless it's Pennzoil. That's what we gotta tell them, right, Cash? Any oil is better than no oil unless it's Pennzoil. All right, y'all. Let's hump day. Shit, I'm gonna get busy. I gotta get out here, try to get something done. So I gotta work at 2 o'clock. So, oh yeah, video. Today's Wednesday, so a new video dropping today. Look out for it this afternoon. Well, actually, this evening. It's about 6 o'clock. The video drop. Um, yep. So it's pretty much all I got. If anybody else has anything, last chance, last chance. If not, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip. On the flippity flip. Did y'all watch me joyride the big block 2-door yet? Yeah, I watched it last night, like late last night. I'll tell someone they better go get some Dollar General oil to be ready to buy some. Hey, hey, it's true though. No oil is the number one killer, number one or number two killer of engines behind or before overheating. I would put a quart or two of Pennzoil, I reckon, over walking. Yeah, well, that's too. Oh, I say any oil beat no oil, man. Any oil beat no oil. It's actually 4 videos, Goldie. It's a part 1, 2, and final, and then the joyride. It's a sexy ass car though. I was looking at it like, ooh. And that motor sounds strong too. Motor sound real strong. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go look under the hood. The hood is off, ain't it, Cast? Or did y'all put it back on? Yeah, man. Like I said, shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Uh, as always, um, like, comment, subscribe. Uh, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Remember, identify your weaknesses, make your strength. Life is all about choices. Choose wisely and productivity over procrastination. And remember, the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop.